Lesson 413, lattice multiplication. The focus in this lesson is for you to compare two ways of solving multiplication problems, to learn about and then practice lattice multiplication. But first, let's look at our mental math and fluency. It asks you to tell them which digit is in the hundred thousands place. First in this digit. Hopefully you know the digit in the hundred thousands place is the number 3. How about in this digit? In this digit, I'm hoping you're noticing that it's in the number 5. And in this final number, yes, the hundred thousands place is the number 6. So how many hundred thousands are there? Well, in this number, there's 300,000 because we say the number 367,000. In this number, there's 500,000s because it is 500,000. And how many hundred thousands in this last number? 6, because we say the number 695,000. And finally, what is the value of that digit? In the hundred thousands place, this one's worth 300,000. This one's worth 500,000. And the final one is worth 600,000. The mental math and fluency is really important for you to listen to. Mental math and fluency is important for you to do and to listen to because it's reviewing skills that you will continually have to practice as you get older. It says, solve the problems in column A. On the next screen without a calculator, show your work on the scratch page and then look at column B. So what I want you to do is, I want you to look at Math Journal page 140. And that's what it's showing you. It's showing you how to do lattice multiplication. So this is how you set up lattice multiplication. You make a box, and you make however many boxes is one number. So as you see here, there's 64. I'm going to draw it again just so you can see it done. And remember, this is the tens place 60. This is the ones place 4. I cut it in half to keep them separate, and I'm multiplying it by the single digit 3. First I say 3 times 6 is what? 18. The 1 goes up top, the 8 goes in the bottom. 3 times 4 is 12. The 1 goes in the upper left-hand corner, the 2 in the lower right. Then you split the boxes in half, and you draw lines through the corners. Now to find the answer, you add. And I'm sorry, I really did a no-no here. I put the 3 here, and it should have been over here. We always add what's inside the box. 2 plus nothing is 2. 8 plus 1 is 9. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So that answer is 192. Remember, if I had a 3-digit number, one moment please. Problem 1 on the bottom of page 140 in your math journal. It's asking you this time to multiply a 3-digit number by a single digit. Notice how the box is set up into the 3 place values. We have the hundreds in the first one, the tens in the second, and the ones in the third. And the single digit number that I'm multiplying is over here on the right-hand side. Again, you're multiplying. 7 times 6, 42. This is how you use the box. 7 times 7, 49. 7 times 3, 21. Now you add what's inside that blue box according to how it's divided up by the lines that have been drawn. 2 plus nothing is 2. 4 plus 9 is 13. I put the 3 down, I carry the 1, and notice how I put it inside the box so I know to add it in my next column. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And again, 2 plus nothing else is 2. My answer is 2,000 632. Now I've showed you how to multiply a 2-digit by 1 digit and a 3-digit by 1 digit. Go back on page 140 and do 713 times 5. Remember, you can always rewind this recording to show you and remind you how to do it once again so that you don't feel overwhelmed like there is no other place for you to turn to. Finish page 140 and please show me the work that you did for 713 times 5. Pause the recording now and do that, please. Next, you're going to do Math Journal page 141. And again, all you're doing is simply multiplying. Here is column A and here is column B. So column B is showing you how to use the lattice method to get the answer for the problem 64 times 3. It's just a little bit of a reminder to remind you how to set it up. And again, it's showing you the answer for that problem. Please turn to the Math Journal page 141. Finish that page. That is the assessment check. So once you have completed this page, I would like you to bring it up to me so I can check your multiplication, how you set it up, and how you completed those answers. Pause the recording now and please do that page. Now we are looking at how to multiply 2-digit by 2-digit numbers. Remember, if it was a single digit, it would be like covering up this entire problem here and doing 26 times 3. But now that we have 2 digits, 2 place values, we have to have a place value for tens and ones going up and down, and a place for tens and ones going across. Again, notice now how I'm cutting my rectangles this time into halves to make my columns. And if I was drawing this myself, I would want to make sure I used a straight edge so that these lines are as perfectly straight as possible. Now you are going to go to multiplication. 3 times 6, again, 18. 3 times 2, I'd put a 0 there to make sure you know that's a 0 and that you didn't forget to put a number there, and it's 6. 4 times 6, 24. And 4 times 2. Again, I don't have any 10s, and I have 8 1s. Now I add. 4 plus nothing is 4. Remember, this is the ones place in my answer. 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 2 is 18. I put the 8 down, I carry the 1. This is my tens place in my answer. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. This place value is my hundreds place. And again, I apologize, my handwriting is not very good when I'm doing it with my mouse. And 0 plus nothing is 0. And if there was a number there, this would be my thousands place. So when I multiply 34 by 26, my answer is 884. 47 times 63. Let's try this one together again. Again, I take 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 6 is 24. 7 times 3 is 21. And 7 times 6 is 42. I'm adding. I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 4, 8, 9, and 2. My answer for this problem again is 2,961. Make sure if you have 2 digit by 2 digit, you have 2 columns. Columns go up and down, and you have 2 rows. Rows go across. You are going to be looking at math. You're going to be looking at Math Journal page 142. I'm going to read this problem to you as you read it to yourself silently. It says, estimate the difference. Write a number model to show your estimate. Then solve the problem using the U.S. customary subtraction method. So 5,934. If I was rounding that to the thousands place, the 9 would tell me what to do with that 5. Since it's 5 or above, I make that 1 larger. So that's going to round up to 6,000. My next number, I think I'm going to round this one to the hundreds place. I want my answers to be somewhat close. If I take a look at this and I see the 6 is 5 or higher, that means I'm going to round that up to a 5. I'm going to round 3,469 up to 3,500. In doing this, I'm going to realize that 3,500, I can do the counting up method. By 1,000 is 4,500. By another 1,000 is 5,500. So my answer is going to be 2,500. Notice now when it says answer, it means what's the real answer. So I'm going to do that work over here to the side. Remember, I always want to see you show your work. Please do not do all the work and then erase it, and I don't know if you have something wrong, what it is that you did wrong. So I cannot have 4 and take away 9, so I need to borrow. I take 1 away from the 3, which gives me a 2, and I put that 1 in front of the 4. I have 14 minus 9, which is 5. Now I go to the next column. 2 is what I start with. I can't take 6 away. So I take 1, I borrow it from next door, put it in front of the 2. Now I can subtract 12 minus 6, which is 6. 8 minus 4, which is 4. And 5 minus 3, which is 2. So my real answer is 2,465. Remember, when you're doing multiple step problems, it's best if you break it down and do one part first and come up with an answer, and then finish doing the other part to come up with your final answer. So on Math Journal page 142, you are going to complete that page, check it in the Math Journal. If you did not do one of the problems correctly, I want you to bring it up to me, and I will check it over for you and help you to understand what it was you need to do differently. Pause the recording now and do Math Journal page 142. The final assignment for lesson 413 is Math Masters page 182. You're going to need to get this out of the file. Again, it's showing you an example, just to remind you again how to do a 2-digit by single-digit multiplication fact. And it wants you to complete this link to finish out this lesson. So please make sure you go over and get it. Do it the entire page, even the practice parts on the bottom. Come back to me and show it to me so I can correct it in case you got anything wrong. I want to make sure you understand lattice. And if while you're doing this you forget how to do lattice again and you need a reminder, rewind this recording to the part that tells you that and listen to it one more time, and that will surely help you to figure it out. Finish this page, come up and see me. Thank you.